Hi everyone, I'm back. Now we continue with our notes on friendship relationship. We are still under the notes of foundations of interpersonal communication. Let's look at friendships relationship. Right. Friendship. I'm sure everyone is familiar with the term, and I'm sure every one of you has friends, best friends, good friends, BFF and whatnot. Right. So actually what is friendship? Uh, Friendship, if you look at the definition is friendship is an interpersonal relationship between two independent persons that is mutually productive and characterized by mutual positive regard. See, literally, the keywords are mutually productive and characterized by mutual positive regards between two independent persons. So look around, look at your friends. Do do they fit the definition? And look at someone who is not your friends, whether it fits or not. I'm sure it fits because friendship is an interpersonal relationship between you and the other person, and you consider that person as mutually productive, and both of you are characterized by mutual positive regards, meaning that both of you share the same positivity. Both of you share the same. It's mutually productive. I found this interesting quotation. It says, "Friendship isn't about whom you have known the longest. It's about who came and never left your side." Take some time, ponder what it means. Yeah. Okay. On to friendship types. There are three different friendship types. First is reciprocity. Reciprocity means you are equal to your friend and your friends are equal to you. Meaning that, for instance, your dorm mate, your housemate, your classmate, your course mate, they are it's reciprocity, meaning that if you do this, that person also are willing to do the same towards you. So you have this type of friends, when they are reciprocate to what you do. If you do kind to them, they will do kind to you. If you do this to them, they will do back to you. Right? So this is reciprocity. And usually we have a lot of friends who can reciprocate with us. Meaning that equal. There is also a different type of friendship which is receptivity, where it means imbalance between giver and receiver but still satisfactory. For instance, your relationship with me, you can consider me as your friend. I can consider you as my friends, but of course we have our own boundaries, and it's a receptivity types of relationship where there are some imbalance, yeah, between you and me. Maybe you give me more, I take less. Maybe I give you more, you take less. But mutually, basically, you are happy. We are satisfied with that relationship. And the last type of friendship is association, which is the transitory, meaning that literally it means that it's just like the high buy type of friends. I mean, for instance, in this class, this is an elective class where everyone comes from different faculty, different programs, and maybe you will group in with someone who's not the same program with you, or in not the same origin country, or maybe not the same religion. You are different from each other, but yet you are in the same group, for instance, and they are still your friend, but it's an association friendships, meaning that it's a transitory, you know it's a temporary thing. If you move on, I mean, if you like at a stage, if you want to move on, you just move on with the friendship. If not, it ends there. Right. So these are the three types of friendships. And of course, when we have friends, yeah, I am sure the first thing, I mean, some of our words from our parents when we get here in Udima, say for the first time, they will say, Go and find good friends. Find good friends. Be a good friend to your friends. So friendship is important in our lives. We need friends, because we have needs to be fulfilled, and that needs can be fulfilled by our friends. Yeah, sometimes. So friendship needs, yeah, why we need friendship? Because when friendship is important, because for utility, you need your friends. I mean, so that you can utilize them. Then you can use your friends, not in a bad way, but you can use your friends in a good way to your advantage. And also your friends can use you to their advantage. That's a mutual. If I know better than you, I will teach you. And if you have something better for me, then you give it back to me. So we need friends for utility. For instance, if you have friends, yeah, who have cars, it's advantage for you because you can use their friends to fetch you, to send you somewhere. And at the same time, if you have something that those friends don't have, then you, you can give back to them. So you actually, in friendship, we use each other. That's why I have a lot of friends in Unimas, because I know I can use them when I need them, and I'm willing to help them out if they need me. So friends to me is to fulfill what we want, yeah, to for our utility needs. We also need friends for affirmation. Sometimes we feel down, sometimes we need support, sometimes we want to be motivated. Who do we turn to? Of course we can turn to our friends. Our friends can motivate us, our friend can affirm us, can support us, can boost our self-esteem. We need friends for affirmation, so that we feel confident about ourselves, so that we know we can do things. So we need friends for affirmation. We also need friends for ego support. Sometimes we need someone to everyone has his or her ego, and we cannot deny that. And friends will support us, and then we will feel proud of ourselves, we feel confident about ourselves. If you do things and you ask your friends, then you know you are on the right track, you are doing good things because you are supported by your friends. And of course you need friends also for stimulation, to feel, to stimulate your mind, I mean, to make you understand about your surroundings, about what's going on. you know for instance, if you say something about the politics, and then you have someone to discuss with you, so that your mind keeps on going. Or you have something that you don't understand from the class, and then you talk to your friends will give you some ideas, share this and that, so that you become more knowledgeable, you know more about things. So you need friends for stimulation. And last but not least, we need friends because for security. I'm the person who needs friend when I want to go for shopping. I don't like to go shopping alone. I like someone to be with me, so that I can show, I can get opinions from them. If I want to buy this, I will ask, okay, what do you think of this? If I want to eat, I will say, what should we eat? I don't want to go alone. Some people, they are alone, you know, lone ranger. They want to be alone, the loner, to do things alone, but not for me, because I feel secured. If whatever choose that I have to do to make, or any decision I have to make, I will confirm with my friends, so I feel a bit confident about whatever I want to do. So these are the friendship needs. Move on with friendship and communication. Of course, when we talk about friendship, it doesn't, I mean, it means we have to communicate with them. So there are three stages of friendship. First is the contact. You don't simply, I mean, when you were born, of course you don't have friends. You started to have friends when you learn how to talk, and then we go to kindergarten, we go to primary school, high school, and then we get here in Unimas. Throughout the journey, we contact with a lot of people, and from that experience, we make friends. You know, we make friends from contact. Maybe you move on. I mean, looking back at the stage, You contact, then you move on, you have involvement. If not, you just end it there, you know. So the first stage is contact. In the beginning, of course, you are hesitant to reveal about yourselves, you know. Some of you, I mean, when you think me as your friend, you are willing to say more about yourselves. But if you don't see that, you know, if you don't consider me as your friend, then you are hesitant. You don't want to share because you feel secure. Yeah, you feel secure if you don't share with other people. Then when you think you are comfortable with that person, you know, you want to involve. You know, you move on into the involvement stage where you become closer. Here you have dyadic consciousness in the sense that you, between you and that person, you know what she likes, you know what she wants, you know what she, you know, and the same thing goes to that person. He or she knows about you, he or she, you know, I mean, understand you. Yeah, understands you. So you have dyadic consciousness. Here you can see the differences from the first stage to the next stage, the involvement stage. And last but not least is the close and intimate friendship. Of course, when we make friends, I mean, if I were to ask you how many friends do you have, you might say you have more than 10, more than 50, or even more than 100 friends. Look at your Facebook. How many friends do you have? You know, the more you have, the more you feel proud of yourself. For some people, it means that we need friends, but to be close, to be intimate with some persons, you know, it doesn't have to be many. Yeah, close friends and intimate friends. If I were to ask you how many close friends or intimate friends do you have, the most you can answer maybe five. Maybe someone just have one or two best friends, the very very BFFF, you know. So with this you can see the differences of how you communicate with each other, from hesitancy, from being hesitant in the beginning, to involve where you have dyadic consciousness, and for the close and intimate friendship, this is the stage where you get close to each other. That person really knows about you, you know. It's the real BFF, and you can see how you communicate with each other, right? That's about